What were some of the maybe tools or aha moments or breakthroughs that you had over the course of your life? And they can be moments, they can be several sprinklings of moments. Like, what were some things where you're like, okay, yeah, no, my darkness is actually an important part to marry myself, to make sure that I am marrying that with my light.
I love this question. So first, let me share with you the darkest time in my life when I needed to find some light. It was 23 years ago. I know that because my son was 3 years old. Yeah, I measured it by his age. And there was the only other time I was engaged. And my relationship had turned abusive and emotionally abusive and physically abusive. And I ended up, after the relationship, being clinically depressed. And I remember the doctor saying, Miss Nichols, you are clinically depressed. And she handed me a pad and prescription pad. And I read it and it said Prozac, Lisa Nichols. And I was already speaking as a motivational speaker for 3 years, and I didn't understand these two words together, Prozac and Lisa Nichols. They didn't fit. And I remember asking her, can I try something else? I went home and I just sat and I said, you're sad. You're really, really, really sad. How did you get there? I was dark. I was in a dark place. I was having nightmares. I couldn't hold my urine. I literally was having all this post-traumatic stress disorder from being in this abusive relationship with this 6'9", 300-pound man. And I was just like, I was a walking fear storm, hot mess. And I remember I said, oh, you've forgotten who you are,
Hmm.
and you've forgotten whose you are. So I started doing several things. I'll share one with you because it was the most prevalent and I still do it today, 23 years later. I got in the mirror and I completed 3 sentences. And you've probably heard me talk about this because they're the ones who saved my life. The first sentence was, Lisa, I'm proud that you. I realized, Dr. Stephanie, that I was under celebrated. But I was under celebrated because I didn't know how to celebrate me. I'm masterful at celebrating you. I can cheerlead and champion you all day long, but championing myself, that muscle was in complete atrophy. So if I don't champion me, then when I hit a wall, when I hit a storm, oh, I'm really going to go down because there's no investment, there's no deposits inside the champion you. And so the first thing was, Lisa, I'm proud that you. The second thing was, and this was the hardest one, it knocked me on my belly. I was inaudible when I would say it, and it was, Lisa, I forgive you for. Now I got to tell you, Dr. Stephanie, I didn't say it like I just said it. It would sound more like this, Lisa. I forgive you for, like I was doing the ugly cry. I call it the Viola Davis
Yeah.
Grammy Award winning cry. And and I would just cry, Lisa, I forgive you for. And I found 7 different things to forgive myself for each day. 7 different things to be proud of myself for each day. And then the last sentence was, Lisa, I commit to you that. And every day, instead of making commitments to other people, I make commitments to myself first.